He's a manipulator. He's a master manipulator. She was going off. The district attorney was hot. All alone, how you got the nerves to be mad at anybody, ma'am, and you landed with my married lawyer? Allegedly. You're married. You're landed with a married man, but you're mad at me, calling me a master manipulator? How dare you, misprivileged? But anyway, listen. So Judge Cohen, a Caucasian judge, sent me to California Youth Authority for an evaluation. And California Youth Authority, they said that I was not fit to be in nobody's penitentiary or in jail, and that they did not believe I had done any kind of crime. Go look at my evaluation from SRCC, which is the Southern Reception Center, which was in Norwalk. We'll get to that because they ended up closing those places down once I came home saying what they had did to me in these places. We're going to get to that too. But listen, man, it gets deep. It's a lot of deep stuff to this. I end up coming back for my 90-day evaluation, and then they gave me my deal. I didn't even have to say I was guilty or anything. There was no more trial. There was no more nothing but just a furious female DA going off on me in the courtroom when I came back, going off. And I mean going off on me. I didn't had already sent my co-defendants back to the penitentiary because there's no more trial. We don't need them no more, And I asked him, homie, how could you do that to me knowing you had gave her a statement, bruh? Why you didn't say that then? Because he didn't want to look like something. Oh, well, and he said, I was younger. I didn't have no kids or nothing. I was younger, so my life wasn't as valuable, And I say that to let you know, listen, man, you youngsters that's out here, I'm saying this for y'all because I don't know how long I got out here. They've been trying to get at me for years. And when you find out, even after I came home after 10 years, because they gave me 18 years, man. They gave me 18. I got more time than everybody. All them dudes got nowhere close to what I got. And I didn't do nothing. After I came home after 10 years, man, at 27, from 17 to 27 for absolutely nothing, a waste of everybody's money at time, everything, a waste. I didn't do nothing. I ended up getting shot up 3 years after I was out. And they don't tell you about that story either. My fiance, she's a teacher, but at the time she was going to the store with some of the children in the family to get some zooms and whams, and she got sweated by some gangsters who wanted to kill her and the children in a gang initiation, have their youngsters kill our youngsters and her. And she called me. She didn't know all of that. We found that out later, but she didn't know all that then. All she knew is that they were sweating her, and she was inside the store and didn't want to come out. And I told her, don't come out. I'm going to come get you. I'm going to come get you guys and escort you back. And, I end up leaving with her mother's fiance, and we end up getting to the store, and we end up getting her and the kids in the car. But as we left, we was getting away, and the older guys, I guess, figured out that we were getting away from the younger ones, and the younger ones wasn't around yet. They didn't get back, and the older guys took it upon they self to riddle the whole car with bullets and make it look like Swiss cheese with them kids in the car. Yeah. 3 children, wife, me, and her mother's fiance in that car, coughing, homie. Lit that car up. They lit it up with them kids in there, man. Yeah, y'all talk all that mess about me, but I went right into war with not a pistol, nothing. I had no weapon, homie, but Jesus Christ and a cup of Hennessy. And I got them kids in that car, homie. And we was getting away, but they took homie out. They blew his face off. They put the gun in the cars we was going. They was hiding in between the cars. We didn't know. We didn't know none of this was going. We was just having a day with our family, homie. Innocent people. And we was targeted. Family was targeted. We didn't know. And we was getting away, and those who saw us getting away was waiting for us to come. And I always tell this story. And I'm getting close to this end of this one before we start a new one. But if you ever go into a battle, have an alternate way out. Never go the way you came into a battle. Back out. So if you come into a battle one way, don't come that way back out, because you don't know who's waiting for you. You don't know who's seen you coming. You don't even know who territory or hood you in. So always have an alternate route. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you coming back, you coming back into the trap from those waiting on you. And that's what happened. We went into a battle, and I wasn't thinking like all of that. I'm just trying to say the kids, and and I'm probably one of the only ones that had a lot of, experience, street experience in that moment. And I used it as best I could. But the one thing I did, don't never come back the way you came. Go another way. And they still would have got at the truck and shot the truck up, but it wouldn't have been the same shooting, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of how I could have saved more lives in that situation, because it's my fam bam. And this was back in 2003, homie. You hear me? 2003. It was on the news in Los Angeles. It was all on the news, man. But yeah, one of the kids got shot. I ended up getting shot. And like I said, her mother's fiance face got blew off. He died. But the greatest thing he did, he died with his foot on the gas, homie. He died with his foot on the gas. And that saved us, because they had to run behind the truck shooting and trying to kill us. They never stopped. I got pictures of the truck. The truck looked like Swiss cheese, homie. When you see it, you ain't going to believe we lived. And then when I tell you the story, what was going on inside the truck, you ain't going to believe it. But remember this, I had to drive the truck from the passenger side. If he dead and he the driver, who driving? Me. I had to drive with a gunshot. I didn't even know I was shot. I had to stick my leg over on the other side and drive, homie. While his leg was stuck on the gas. I'm trying to get over and drive. And this was a stick. This was a stick shift. An old Toyota truck, flatbed, or actually, I say Toyota or Nissan, flatbed. With them old trucks where you got to get into the back seat through the front seat, and it ain't 4 doors, homie, it's 2. So that was a coffin. And I had to drive it, and we got a far distance from them while they were still chasing us, because his foot was stuck on that gas while he was dead. And I drove it, and I was able to stop the car and get out, and they was coming, and I tried to grab him and run with the body, leave no man behind, but I realized I was shot, my leg gave out, and I fell out in the middle of the Harvard Boulevard, and holding a dead man in my hands, putting his face back together, homie, screaming help. And the most beautiful thing happened at that moment. I got my voice. That's when God gave me my music voice that you hear right now. That was the first day God gave it to me. He gave me the voice, and I say I'm a werewolf, but on that day he gave me the voice of Judah. That was the day I heard it. I heard God in me, and I opened me. He said, "Open your mouth and say help. Open your mouth and speak, boy." And I screamed help as loud as I could with all the power that God gave me. As I sit on that ground, on that street, holding this man's body dead, putting his face back together, who had blew all over my body and my face, as I sit in that front seat driving that car, okay? And we went from one neighborhood to another neighborhood. And the neighborhood we went in was a black neighborhood, and they heard my voice. The black people in that neighborhood heard my voice. They said it themselves. They came running out of their houses. They said, "Man, we was watching TV and we heard your voice and knew that's a black man calling for help." And they was there, surrounding me and the kids and everything, protecting us. Because remember, these people was running up the street still trying to get us. So they protected us till the police came, and that's that story. But, no one tells you, boy, this man went and saved the life of children, black children. He went and saved their lives. He put his life on the line. This boy went and did time for crimes that he didn't even do, for stuff that no one says that. And nor did they tell you, man, this dude had to come in the music industry and fight everybody in the music industry for no reason, but other than these other cats in the hood lied to these industry dudes and put fake dirt on me and fake everything on me and tried to use the fake case, what made me think they still working for the po-po. See it? So, for years, 20 years of the music industry, all they did was destroy me. And all I did was try to hold up music, save music, recreated jerk music. My first 3-4 years in the industry, they didn't want nothing to do with West Coast artists. When we tried to give our music to DJs and they said, "No, we got Snoop, Game, and all them brothers who we love too." They said, "We don't need none of y'all." Then we ran into the other people out of state that hated the West Coast. Man, they was pinned down. I'm like, damn, Snoop don't know this, homie. They banging on us West Coast artists. Oh, well, I'm finna get at these fools. They ain't finna bang on the West. So I started coming out with my own little kind of thing. You know what I mean? I really started pushing it that way instead of waiting on Dre to drop an album. I said, man, I'm going to do my own thing and round up all these other cats out here in the hood that don't have an opportunity, that don't know folks in the industry like me. Like I know Charlie Tune. These cats in the hood don't know that. So I'm their foot in the door, homie. So I'm just going to, train them as far as studio, train them, teach them whatever they teach me, I'm going to teach them. They don't know it. They ain't got no money to pay for it. So I gave my services for free. I've been in the hood working for free. They call it a music mission. I don't call it that. I just call it me doing what I'm supposed to do. Just what every G supposed to be doing. Turning around and giving back and teaching one. Each one, teach one. That's how they taught me, So I just wanted to lay that. That's just a small part of my life, man. But it's been horrible. Because you can just imagine all the hatred I've had to face. People trying to kill me. Even to this day, man. I mean, I've had so many episodes with folks that try to do stuff to me and my children for nothing. I've done no wrong, but because these people huddle up with these hater huddle ups. I told y'all, that's the worst thing you want to be a part of is a hater huddle up. Don't ever be a part of that. In that, a lot of people's lives are being lost in these hater huddle ups. But I want to leave y'all at that, and I want to say I love y'all. Like I said, I ain't perfect. I ain't perfect. But at the same time, I ain't do nothing what they say I done. So you ain't finna sit here and make me accept nothing bad if I ain't did nothing bad. I don't care what nobody told you. I don't care what these old lying ass dudes done told you. I don't care what they done spoke on. I don't care what situation. They lying. Why would I be here? Y'all sitting comfortable. I'm in the middle of hell still doing my job. Still digging in that dirt, turning dirt and finding diamonds and rubies and precious stones and gold and all of that, helping out our peoples. Still giving our peoples a chance. And I can't stay forever. I'm tired, homie. I done had to hold up everything by myself on my back without y'all help. And y'all knew what I was going through. And you cats in the music industry did nothing but shoot me down, man. And you use your influence on that side to stop us when you could have been assisting over here. This is South Central. This is the belly of the beast. I could have did this in Landwood with my own homies, but I said no. A lot of you haters and liars from South Central put me in this mess. So I'm going to sit right there with you, homie, and show you who I am and prove to you my goodness, prove to you my realness. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to hide. I'm not going to dip. I'm not going to die. I'm going to be right there with you. And you're going to watch me live, and you're going to watch me suffer and go through my highs and lows right with me. So then you can't sit there and judge me unfairly. You can't lie. You can't say, oh, he's this and that running the streets. I ain't chasing after nobody baby mamas. Hey, how you doing? Anyway, I ain't out here selling no dope. I ain't out here running nobody's house, robbing them. I ain't hanging out. I'm a family man and a businessman, and I'm a human. I'm an artist. I have talent. I have gifts that I would love to share with the world because I've been sharing them with the world. We're everywhere. Most people believe because you ain't where the popular places is, you not it, or if they homies ain't playing, you ain't. Please, we have fans throughout the world that love us. And yes, I'm a rider. I say it all the time because a ride is a unity word that I want it to be said. Where you could take red and blue and brown and white and whatever and put us together, and we have one word to unify us, and that's riders, homie. And from that we grew into rebels. So it's rebels and riders, music rebels. Music riders, what you ride for in life. Whatever you ride for in life, you're a rider, whether that be your job, your family, your church, your God, whether that be whatever you love, you ride for it. That means you're willing to protect it and go to the ends of the earth for it. Positive. It don't have to be a negative word. It's just what you ride